Proper computer maintenance is an essential task for your business and your home. While computer maintenance encompasses many different tasks, today we're going to talk about the most important type of maintenance, one which is often neglected by many users: data backup and recovery. In today's episode, we're going to show you how to never lose your business data or your precious family photos. Hi, I'm Jim Finks, and you're watching STS Tech TV. There is no excuse for losing your data today, period. Sound like a bold statement? It's absolutely true. How about a little history, which some of us actually lived through? In the 1980s, when PCs were in their infancy, they were a lark. Many of us found useful tasks to perform with our Atari and Commodore PCs, but mostly we considered them to be toys, an extension of our primitive game consoles. The more adventurous of us used them as experimental development machines, creating games or lotto number randomizers, etc. As time went on, however, the advent of some serious word processors and spreadsheets started to reshape our view of how useful these devices might be. As we began collections of documents containing important data such as tax information, resumes, even collections of family recipes, we began to think about ways to make sure we didn't lose them. We printed them on our dot matrix printers and stored them in files or notebooks. And we began to save them on our 5 1/4 inch floppies, when even the containers of the magnetic disks were made of sort of a floppy cardboard. Bottom line, we began to seriously think about protecting our data by backing up. If we were diligent, we occasionally even checked to see if the backed up data was usable every now and then, or even actually on the disk. Many sad stories resulted from empty or corrupted floppies, but still, we usually had a printout to fall back on, or maybe even handwritten notes. Then, as time went on, we got used to being more, digital. We came to rely on the hard drives that eventually came on the market. Remember? 10 million bytes. Wow, we'll never fill that up. Small as they were, these internal storage devices seemed so much more reliable, until we found out those can fail too. Okay, time for a quick story. One office where we did some IT consulting had a CD backup procedure. Each morning, a secretary would replace the previous night's backup CD with one of 10 disks, which were rotated on a daily basis. The removed disk would be taken home as an off-site backup. Pretty good plan, right? At any given time, there was a recent off-site copy, and if something happened to that, there were 10 fairly recent copies to fall back on. Our first question upon starting to work there: how often do you recover a file? The answer? Well, we've never had to. So our first task was to check the validity of the data on the disks. Well, it turned out disk after disk, all 10 in fact, were absolutely empty. The script that was running dutifully erased each disk every day in preparation for the backup. That, due to some error condition, never ran. In checking the event logs on the server, it became clear that this had been going on for over a year. Very dangerous for a business. Some have actually gone under due to catastrophic data loss. So, lesson learned, right? Periodically check your backup by recovering some of your files, different ones each time. Now, this applies to your home as well. Nothing is as sad as a family losing irreplaceable photos. Happens all the time, though. Just recently, I had a family call me when their hard drive died on a laptop. 2 years of photos of their young children were lost because, like most of us these days, our photos are all digital, not printed and stored only on a hard drive. Now, some specialty companies may be able to recover some data using sophisticated techniques, although prices usually start at around $350, and they can go as high as $2,000 to recover the data. Sometimes people pay it because their memories are just so precious. Without exception, these data losses result in the business or family setting up a solid backup plan. We started with a statement: there is no excuse for losing your data today. The reason for this? A simple, low-cost online backup is now available to all of us. Years ago, it was magnetic tape storage via a company like Iron Mountain. Today, it's online storage via a company like Carbonite or Mozy. For individuals, the cost is about $60 a year. For unlimited online storage, you can't beat that. For businesses with a server, it's $600 a year for 500 gigabytes and an unlimited number of PCs as of now. Carbonite, a personal favorite, does this continuously throughout the day as new documents or photos are created on the PC. It's the best type of backup because the user is taken out of the equation. We have performed several full PC recoveries for clients after catastrophic failure, and Carbonite recovery, although it took a while, worked like a charm. Here's a quick look at what a Carbonite install entails. Go to www.carbonite.com. For this example, we'll use the Try Home free link. The business setup is almost identical. Fill in the info. Click Start My Free Trial Now. Download and run the software. Several short questions later, your backup is running. Now, depending upon how much data you have, the initial backup may take days or even a week. However, you can continue using your PC as if nothing was going on. Again, after the initial backup, files are backed up as they're created. There are several very good tutorial videos on the Carbonite site, so we're not going to go into any more detail here. Now, while Carbonite is very effective and easy to use, it can't back up programs and operating systems. That's where the second part of our backup strategy comes in. We're going to tell you about that in our next episode. Remember, as we like to say, back up your data or you're going to pay later. Here's to happy and safe computing. For STS Tech TV, I'm Jim Pfingst. See you next time.